Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now for this video, I would like to review a movie that I watched on Blu-ray last night. The movie's from 1977 and stars Sandra Locke and Colleen Camp. It's been released on the Grindhouse releasing label, and that movie is called Death Game. Now, before I say anything further on the movie and give you my thoughts on the plot as a whole, as per usual, I'll just read you the synopsis of the back, just to give you an idea if you're not familiar with it. Okay, now this is described as an intense, uncomfortable film, an exercise in suspense, violence and degradation. I'd certainly go along with that. Grindhouse Releasing is proud to present the ultimate 1970s psychological thriller. John Cassavetes' veteran Seymour Cassel stars as George Manning, a family man whose perfect life is turned into a nightmare of sex and torture when he allows himself to be seduced by two nubile young strangers, played by Sandra Locke and Colleen Camp, who show up at his door on a rainy night. Considered lost for many decades, Death Game is being presented for the first time on home video in its original 2.39 1 aspect ratio, meticulously restored in 4K from the original camera negative. So there you go, guys. That's the synopsis for this awesome edition of Death Game, and got great reversible artwork there, guys. There you go, fantastic edition, yeah. So I really made up with this, and it's packed with the welcome special features there, guys, including interviews with the cast and the director and so forth, yeah. Fantastic movie, it really was, yeah. Yeah, produced by Larry Spiegel. Right, okay then, guys, on to my thoughts now on Death Game as a whole. Oh yeah, absolutely enjoyed this movie from start to finish. It's a real roller coaster ride. These two women, played by Sandra Locke and Colleen Camp, they're absolutely psychotic. I mean, right from when they arrive at this guy's house late at night, and with a really heavy thunderstorm, they cause nothing but havoc. And this poor guy, you really feel sorry for him, what they put him through. They seem all right at first, and that, they sort of like use a kind of pretext to gain admittance and that, and once they're in the house and that, as I say, that they seem okay at first, but gradually as the night goes on, they start to exhibit rather shall we say strange tendencies. I don't want to give away too much of the story in case you want to get it for yourself, yeah, but it's a real good American psychological thriller, this, guys, and I'll definitely be rewatching this again sometime in the future. Excellent performances all around by Sandra Locke, Colleen Camp, and this guy here. Absolutely fantastic movie. I was also really gripped from start to finish. Oh, the things they get up to when they're in his house. They taunt him. Psychological torture at its very worst, and you're holding your breath. You don't know what they're going to do next. You sort of like when they're at the breakfast table the next morning, they sort of like they're sitting there at the breakfast table and they're just eating like pigs and that, and laughing all the time. Oh, they're well away, these two guys, and you don't really know much about them. They're rather two mysterious women, and oh yeah, they do all sorts. They raid his clothing and that, they get dressed up in his wife's things. Sandra Locke, she puts on stockings and suspenders, Hermes's, yeah, and oh yeah, they put him through absolute hell, they really do, and you really feel for this guy, what he goes through, tie him up and that, and they even pretend that they're going to go away about halfway through the movie. They pretend they're going to go away, and he sees them off like it's a sort of like a bus station. But lo and behold, when he gets back home, somehow they've got back into his house and that they're waiting for him, and that's when the real hell breaks loose, guys. Let me tell you, yeah. Oh yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this movie from start to finish. And if you love a good American psychological thriller, I think you will enjoy this one, Death Game. Yeah, yeah. I say Sandra Locke and Colleen Camp, oh yeah, their excellence in the role as these two psychotic women, and this poor guy, like what, as I say, what they put him through. Oh my days, I think these are the two most the craziest, most crazy, evil women I've ever seen in an American psychological thriller. Oh yeah, and a lovely picture quality on this Blu-ray edition as well. Yeah, really pleased with it. I really am, yeah. As I say, it's on the Grindhouse releasing label, and I can highly recommend it. I'll just show you the inside again, guys. As I say, there's the reversible artwork, and again, there's the back. Pretty much the same as the slipcover. But, oh, yeah, I think this is one of Sandra Locke's best movies, of course, she was married to Clint Eastwood for a few years, wasn't she? And made quite a few movies. She made a few movies with Clint, and also many movies on her own. Yeah, but got to give her credit, guys. She's a fantastic actress in that, and all the way she plays this psychotic character. And again, the Colleen Camp as well. She's equally psychotic. Colleen Camp, at first, she seems to have a crush on the guy, and that, and she's sort of like lays it on a bit thick in terms of the amorous advances and that, but deep down inside, she's not altogether there, as we shall say, but yeah, really made up with this, absolutely fantastic American psychological drama, and what made it more, what sort of like emphasized the grim atmosphere, the thunder and lightning, talk about it was a dark and stormy night. This really enhances the mood of this movie, guys. It's a very, very dark movie. And also, I should say, it's got a real catchy theme song, when it opens up and that, the intro and that, really good catchy song, about Daddy, but yeah, there's something in regards to Sandra Locke, there's something, she's carrying this kind of, I think it's, well, you could say emotional baggage regarding her father. So there's a suggestion that she could have been abused when she was younger, and that maybe that turned a little bit screwy, but and the ending, oh my days, what an ending. I'm not going to give anything away. Talk about a punch in the face ending. Oh my days, I did not see this coming. So guys, again, if you like a good American psychological drama, I highly recommend you get yourself a copy of this. Lost for many, many years, The Prince, and it was recently found, and I'd given a fantastic transfer, by Grindhouse. I wanted this movie for some time, and it was really made up near Christmas when it was released, so I snapped it up right away. Yeah, a little bit pricey, mind you, but well worth the money, guys. Let me tell you, well worth the money. I didn't want the movie to end. It was that good. I did not want this movie to end. You've got to get this, guys, if you like American psychological thrillers that really have you hooked from start to finish. Get yourself a copy of Death Game, and get yourself this edition as well. I think it's still available from Film Treasures, actually, or you might be able to get it on Wow HD. Any one of those sites that sells American imports. Oh yeah, really entertaining, gripping, dark movie. I would rank this right up there with Psycho and Misery. That is how good it was, in my opinion. That's how good this movie was. You've got to get yourself a copy of this, guys. Death Game and add it to your collection. Let me tell you, thoroughly enjoyable movie and excellent performances by these two psychotic females, Sandra Locke, and Colleen Camp, and the way she gets dressed up in the garb and that, putting the wife's gear on and that, and you also got that sort of uneasy feeling because the guy's wife's gone away. She's gone away for a couple of days, and the guy's in the house on his own. You've got that uneasy feeling that the wife's going to turn up any minute, and they're going to capture her as well and tie her up as well. Oh yeah, a real ominous, disturbing air, running through the whole, permeating the whole of this movie, guys. Death Game. It's one of the best thrillers I've ever seen in my whole life, and I think I would actually rank this in my all-time top 20 psychological horror movies because that's how good it was. I could sit here all afternoon spouting superlatives about how much I enjoyed Death Game. As I say, you really got to get this, guys. If you like, as I say, if you like a good, real edge of your seat thriller with good solid characters and no stupid decisions, no stupid teenagers acting the ghost, apart from these two women, like when he got into his house and that. But the way they were doing it, it made you very, very uneasy. Because one minute, and even I don't want to give away too much of it, but I've got to say there's one particular scene as well. They threaten him with kind of blackmail. They say because he's going to ring the police, and he say if you dare ring the police, we'll say that you assaulted us, and they're underage actually. Yeah. But so what they do? They go to, they sort of like this, they set up this like kangaroo court in the house while the guy's tied up, and Sandra Locke is heading it and that, and she's acting like a judge and that, and she's sort of like, just as if she's in court and that, sort of like ramming over against the guy, if you spill the beans to the police, you know what's coming to you. And then you've got the countdown as well, giving them 6 hours to live. And oh yeah, guys, I'm not going to say any more about this movie. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'm telling you, you need to get this if you love American psychological dramas in the vein of Misery, Psycho, Fatal Attraction. This is right up there with the best, guys. Death Game. I'm telling you, you've got to get it. Yeah. All right then, guys. Yeah. Okay. So on to me rating now for Death Game. Oh, well, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? a massive, massive 10 out of 10 for Death Game. It was a fantastic movie. I will never part with this from my collection. I'll be watching it again in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm going to be watching all the special features tonight, guys. I haven't watched them yet. So there you go. There, Sandra Locke there looking very menacing with the machete. You know, all the way they tortured this guy like I've never seen a guy tortured in a movie before. You know, and it's also, I must warn you guys, if you don't like any carnality, any nude scenes, misses. I must warn you, there's one or two scenes interspersed in the movie that are quite erotic. Yeah. All right then, guys, I'll leave it there now. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed Death Game. And as I say, I highly recommend it to any lover of it. A good, gripping American psychological drama. Yeah. All right then, guys, that concludes my review of Death Game from 1977. Have you seen Death Game by any chance? Do you share my high opinion of it? That was one of the greatest American psychological horror movies ever made. Leave your comments down below. And alternatively, if you haven't seen it, as I say, I can't recommend this movie highly enough. You know, it's a treat, you know, to sit down and watch a movie and be utterly gripped from start to finish. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I should mention, not the Eli Roth movie, Knock Knock. That was a remake of this. I've got Knock Knock in my collection, but yeah. So I thought to myself, they made a one before that, Death Game. So then my interest started to grow and grow. And when I saw it, it came out just before Christmas. I thought to myself, I'll snap that up. Yeah. But as I say, the Eli Roth movie, Knock Knock, that was inspired by Death Game, and I think Eli Roth's interviewed on here, yeah. So I'm looking forward to watching those extras, yeah. So it's good to have the two in my collection, yeah. But yeah, again, guys, I put 10 out of 10 for this fantastic movie, up there with the greats like Misery, Psycho, Fatal Attraction, movies like that. And I can't stop saying how fantastic the performances were of Sandra Locke and the other girl who played, who played a cohort, Colleen Camp. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Okay, then, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Usually, if you like it, please feel free to share, subscribe, comment, and yeah, absolutely fantastic movie, Death Game. And I'll definitely be giving this, as I say, another watch very, very soon. All right, then, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, and I'll be back again very, very soon with another video. Bye for now.